Support the growth of your favorite digital show with just a text. Support Larry Reid Live by texting GIVE to 404-800-4530. Text GIVE to 404-800-4530 today.
Everything posted or discussed on this platform has already been discussed somewhere else. If you have a problem with being discussed on this platform, then keep your privacies out of public occasions and treat folk right, keep your hoes happy, and do wrong right. And you won't end up on this here show. Plain and simple as that. All right, I just got to talk. Let's get this out. Go ahead and do the intro. Let's go. I wanna be. All right, welcome to Larry Reid Live. This is not our main show. Our main show is every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. But I am on our set. Take a moment right now and follow us on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and Instagram, and of course, YouTube at Larry Reid Live. Okay, and then also, if you want to become a monthly supporter, if it's your first time, you may decide to do this by the end of this conversation. Then maybe again, you may not. You can do that through a great service called Patreon. If you want to be a monthly patron, come on over there and have conversation with us. We actually got some things that are going to be coming up that's just exclusively for patrons conversation. Probably a conversation like this should have been just patrons, but I'm just going to run off of my mouth. It's going to be what it is any darn way. And then, of course, if you really enjoy tonight's commentary at any given time on YouTube, you can do super chats, or you can also do cash apps, Venmos, straight to the nonprofit that runs all of what we do. It is a nonprofit, and we meet a few times a year, and we do what nonprofits do, and we handle business. $MBNNetwork, or go to LarryReidLive.com and click donate. Or you can P.O. Box as mail to P.O. Box. I'm tired of all this. 244-224, Atlanta, Georgia, 30324. All right, let me go ahead and get to the conversation. Take a moment right now and like this post. If you are on the YouTube app, you got to hit that X. You hit that X, get out of it, then hit the like, and then click live chat again. If you're on the app on your phone or on your laptop. If you are on Facebook, make sure you hit like. Don't just do them emotions, but hit like. On Periscope, I want for you to retweet on your darn Twitter. Now, I'm just going to talk, and you see I'm slumped over. I ain't even really in the whole mood. There are a whole lot of stuff that's on my mind. It's a piece of lint on my shirt. Where? Oh, right there. Did I get it? No, man. No, I told you I'm not in the mood. You already messing with me. Let me be. Okay, I just need you just don't get on my nerves tonight. I might say something I got no business saying on this here camera. All right? Just let me talk. All right, I don't even know why. I think the last thing I was saying, make sure you hit like and share, and let's get everybody into this conversation. I just got a question. And probably this question that I got is probably for some of you and not all of you. It probably is for a whole leap of black people. It probably is for a whole leap of pastors and churches. But I've seen some things on this internet tonight. Because it's Wednesday night. Ain't it Wednesday? It's Wednesday, so in the black body of the Christ, not the white, well, in the black and the white bodies of the Christ, Hispanic, Latino, all the brown, all the colors of the bodies of the Christ. Wednesday night is a church night. It's when everybody have Bible studies. So I watched. a whole bunch of different lives. I watched Brian Corn. I watched TD Jakes. I watched our I scrolled through all sorts. Everybody on the internet now because they can't do the church services. So I watched a whole lot of different folk. Okay, then I went through the comment. This is probably what got me feeling a certain kind of way. Because I went through the comment section of some of the posts that I made today in the YouTube community and also in the Facebookings. And I'm just reading, the commentary, the comments, and I'm like, so then I went back because I hadn't watched, I knew I wasn't going to be, well, I thought I wasn't going to be doing a show today because I done did 2 lives this week. And I done what I thought was a great update concerning the coronavirus, Cara, on last night. So I really wasn't planning on, dousing myself in all the information. But I said, let me go over here and just see what's going on, what has changed. I talked a little bit to the patrons, and I was telling them where the numbers were, but I had a few phone calls today. I had a few sessions calls. I do coaching through Life Guide, spiritual coaching, and spiritual counseling. And a lot of people are in a frantic frame of mind. And with what's going on in our world, people will be apt to act out, be frantic, be sporadic, do some things. Everybody's going to be freaking out. And some people may slip into depression. Some people may, really start trying to soothe themselves with their favorite whatever it is that makes them numb out or give them a dopamine shot or whatever. Cabin fever or whatever. So anyway, I'm just beginning to look at to see what was on the news and what had happened and what had been going on. And I did watch a little bit of the Presbyterian thing, President Businessman Entertainment, what he was saying today. And that did tickle me when he was telling that woman said, don't you think that you should not, the Presbyterian now, he said, don't you think that you should not say the Chinese virus? And he said, ow! Lord, this man took my soul. This Presbyterian said, no, I don't think I should apologize. It's from China. That's why I call it the Chinese disease, because it's from China. I was tickled. I peed just a little bit on myself. And I hollered and kicked my feet because I was tickled. Tickle box turned upside down. All my tickles fell out all over my room. It just blessed me so good. I rewound and rewound and rewound. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. Could I believe this man was doing this? But anyway, and so I watched some little pieces, but my day was still, busy doing my other stuff I got to do, in my life. But looking at them preachers tonight, Lord have mercy, my stomach got tore up. My stomach and my spiritualizations just got flip-floppy. And even in them comments, y'all over in that YouTube community and them Facebook orations and stuff, I said, what the world? I said, are y'all taking this serious? Do you feel like if you take this stuff serious, Cora, if you take Cora serious, then you feel like that means that you ain't got no faith and you ain't got no Jesus. Now, I done told y'all on yesterday when Bishop Paul S. Morton said what he said. You know who I'm talking about. Bishop let it rain and no tears. When he got up there and basically said, if you not having no church, then you basically in fear and you ain't got no faith and there's a problem with your faith. And I told him last night, you seen me talk to his picture last night, and I was telling you guys, I said, I understand what you're saying, but Tom, y'all have not been preaching the kind of word and doing the kind of church services that really birthed the kind of people that got the kind of faith and power and the authority to speak to the mountain, tell that mountain to be removed, or to walk in Cora air. Speak to the virus and tell the virus, you cannot come nigh me. The blood and the love of Jesus cover me, and the devil is a lie. And I told you about John G. Lake during the bubonic plague when they put the microscope and they put the virus in his hand, and that virus, it just disappeared. It just died in his hand. Folk don't walk at that level of Jesus no more across the board. Now, we know there's some exceptions, but show me where they at. But there's some exceptions. You know, so I understand what Bishop Martin was saying. I understand what Brian Carn said. We even had a phone conversation about it. But the thing that were my spiritualizations is that these preachers getting online and versus them taking the wonderful advice I think I gave them and preach faith, focus on praying, focus on, speaking against this virus. Instead, you're speaking against the government. It's turned into a government fight. I'm not under the government of Jesus Christ. I'm not up under the government, of the U.S. I'm not a citizen, but I am, a citizen of the kingdom, and I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, this is dumb. No, because you pay taxes. You have a driver's license. You are under the government of the United States. You are a citizen of, well, you're supposed to be paying taxes, of the United Divided States of America up under the presbyterian. The president don't now trumpet. What in the whole hell and the heaven is y'all just out here just talking this kind of foolishness? Unless you are a sovereign citizen who doesn't really have a license, who doesn't pay tax, who don't even do business in the courts the way that we do because we are citizens. Other than that, you is a whole American citizen. And I don't need the preachers that feel like they want to continue to have church. Fine then. Fine for you and all of your praise and worship team and everybody else that want to come in there and holler and spit and sweat over each other. Fine. I believe in the powers of God, all of the healing powers of God. I believe in all of the powers of prosperity that come from God and all of the universal laws that are tied to Jesus Christ. I got it. I believe in the biblications. In spite of what I know, I still believe in the biblications. I know this is a prophetic book. I know it's a divine book. Probably don't take it as literal as some of the rest of y'all, but I know what it is, and I live by it. The best is by ability. I do, except for the pork part. I was doing good with that pork and red meat part, but I still observe my Sabbaths and things of that nature. Some other stuff I don't observe. But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying. Don't get off track. Let's get back to the word. How y'all doing over there in Periscope Church? It's our storefront church, and our mega church is Facebook, and over there YouTube is our other mega church. But anyway, it were my spiritualizations to the point I had to get up here and ask a whole question. Are y'all taking this serious? Let me just talk a little bit more about this corona, put some things in perspective. At this point, by noon tomorrow, we will have over 10,000 cases of the corona here in the United States. And that's with less than a few 100,000 tests. That, first of all, it ain't even that much in America. I don't even think we have had 100,000 tests in America. So this number is going to go up and go up and go up. And at that time, some of you guys probably going to panic and have fear because you think everybody crawling with it. The reality is a whole lot of us got it, but our immune systems ain't broke down yet, or either our immune systems is going to work it out a different kind of way. Because let me tell you this. Some of you that will get the coronavirus because you absolutely are not washing your hands, you're not keeping your hands out of your face, you're touching surfaces. And I done told y'all this thing is airborne. Can y'all type that in there? I don't think people got that last night. I said it's airborne. They're not saying enough on the televisions, but that's what they need to be saying, that it is airborne. It lasts 3 days on surfaces. Up to 3 days. Are you listening? Oh, Lord. Lord, help me tonight. Help me tonight, Jesus. Help me. Help me tonight, Lord. It's in the air. It's airborne. I told you yesterday, 3 days, 3 hours. It lasts 3 hours in the air and 3 days, or up to 3 days on surfaces. And I told you guys this on last night. And I think some of you are not taking it serious because you want to, I don't know if you're so Americanized and so free, the land, the home of the brave, the land of the free, that you're dumb. And your raggedy children out there, yes, I'm calling them raggedy. I'm talking about them millennials, the Z's, the X, whoever it is, running out there to the spring break and on the beach and stuff, and y'all sprinting. What is y'all thinking about? And even the ones that were interviewing, they look sick already, ready to bring that thing back over here to the house. They thought that died this weekend because they went to church in faith. I don't know if y'all understand this. I have found in the articles at least 8 people that died from going to revivals. Probably about 19 that were infected from going to revivals or funerals or some church function. Black, white, blue, brown, all of y'all being stupid and dumb. Keep your hand at the house. Take your tail home. If you can, except non-essentials, keep your hand at the house. If you're not going out there to help save somebody else's life, and see y'all infecting a whole lot of folk that we need to help that got sense enough to know how to heal some of this stuff or at least help recover. And let me tell you about the recovering. Yes, there are people who are getting the disease and recovering, but there's also people who are getting the disease and getting it again. And listen to this. Those that recover are losing 20 to 30% of their lung function. So you get the disease, you recover, but you lose 20 to 30% of the functionality of your lungs. The shortness of breath stays around and you don't have the mobility that you normally have. And your lungs are scarred and they don't know why. The scientists said there's scarring left on the lungs. This coronavirus is aggressive. I'm not trying to make you have fear, but I'm trying to make you have a little piece of sense. If you're not walking in the faith and in the power with Jesus now, then you need to follow what the scientists are saying. Okay? Just think. Now, praise be to Jesus. God, who y'all serve, I don't know who y'all serve, but I serve Jesus. Tramp it, done put something into place to where you can get free testing quicker. So that's coming. Them drive-through tests, they are coming. And those of you can take paid leave. There's millions of dollars that have been, hundreds of million dollars that have been released. Now they're going to get into it. But the reality, I'm not going to tell y'all this. We are going into recession. And this will be only comparable to the Great Depression, how low we go. But we will bounce back if y'all will obey and go to the house. So that we can contain how many new infections has happened while they're working on a vaccine. Now, let me tell you this. They've already started human trials for a vaccine. The fastest time they have ever done in history, because this thing can be around here for 18 months if y'all do not listen. Am I fussing? I'm sorry, I got to get it out. Let me just say what I got to say. Macy's is closing all of their stores, and a whole lot of the main stores, Neiman Marcus, are selling their buildings because they know this has forever changed the market and the way we move about our world forever. The Dow, 20,000 points down. We are 2,000 points for losing everything we gained under the Presbyterians' reign as far as economy, to where it will take years to reboot. If over the next, I think now 13 or 12 days we got, if we do not in this first part, because we're growing quicker than Italy and we're nearing to growing quicker than China when it comes to infections, because we just so free and so hard-headed. Thanks be to God, Jesus, and them and the trumpet. They suspended all HUD mortgages for a little while. They halted all evictions for a little while to the end of April, I believe. So thanks be to the trumpet. Thanks be to God and the Jesus them. We give God the praise. But some of you will get this virus because you are hard-headed. And listen, From the time you get the symptoms to the time you die, ask me how many days that is. Ask me.
How many days?
Huh?
How many days?
So glad you asked. 8 days. 8. The number of new beginnings. You will have a new beginning up on high or in hell. Depends on how you've been living and what you believe. Carter said ain't no hell. From the time you get your first... From the time you get your first... my temperature up. 8 days. That's the average for those that catch this. Now, I don't want you to be scared, but I want you to have some sense. I listened to that Bishop Daddy Jakes. He was talking with some sense tonight. He talked about the power of prayer. He talked about the importance of praying and not living in fear and getting back. Same thing that my mentor was saying a week and some change ago. And my mentor came in here and told y'all niggas. And everything that he done said done stopped right here and done came to pass. It ain't even been 10 days. Well, haven't been 10 days. Right at 10 days. 7, 8, 9 days. Everything. Jake said, God sending us back to our house, getting back to our prayer life. Some of us been coming to church, but ain't really have no prayer life. Jake said it tonight. I said, Google Lamo almost sent your CashApp. Almost, but I done sent you enough money over the years. God was part of that bishop circle. It was a whole lot of money. Thanks be to God, Jesus, them, and the trumpet. Trump signed the Defense Production Act, which expands the production of hospital masks and protective gear. And then they sent ships, hospitals on ships, to the NYC coast. Remind me of that vision that I had when them ships were dropped out of the planes on the coast of the NYC. Those of you who've been following a while know about that. The National Guard is being deployed to assist with the shutdown. And I'm going to tell y'all this. If this trumpet, Presbyterian, don't get on the TV in the next 48 hours and shut down, just like they did San Francisco, this is not going to go good. This is not going to be good. And we're all feeling the effects of, I don't know anybody that's not feeling the financial and economic effects, beginning with myself, of this. And it's only going to get worse. It ain't but so much money that the federal government can give and so much waving that can go on. And it starts at the foundation of you taking it serious and make sure you don't get sick. Because you not getting sick leaves a bed open, leaves a ventilator open. It leaves, I don't know how many people you would infect. So it opens up the opportunity for us to turn this curve. You want to get back in your churches? Do what in the whole hell and the heaven they've been asking you to do. That's what you do. And you pray. And you rebuke the devil and the coronavirus. Do that too. The spending has went down. The airlines went from $25 million a day. One airline, JetBlue, I think it was the statistic I was reading, down to $4 million. The execs have taken a 50% cut. They've been having a refund, give credit, $20 million already. Do you know that the America's economy, if you want to say how much money America got, 2/3 of it comes from consumer. 2/3 relies on us being out spending our money every single day. And we're having to shut down weeks and possibly months. I don't think we are taking this serious. I don't think so. Thank God for what is signed today, the coronavirus relief. But I don't think we're doing our part as American citizens, as proper American thinking American citizens. I don't think. Just y'all think, just you think, like most of us think, and some of us think maybe, that the Presbyterian ain't do what he needed to do in the beginning and got us behind the curve. You ain't neither near. You ain't. And there's other repercussions to this. There's a psychological damage that is going to happen. Now, I'm going to say this. let me talk up a little bit, because I believe that this virus and what is happening is going to create a shift in the consciousness, a global consciousness. The global consciousness, I think, is going to shift, not for the worse, but for the better surrounding this. I think the collective consciousness is going to experience a shift. But let me tell you how shifts look. An earthquake is a shift of platelets, and it ain't always pretty. So on the upside, I think that we're going to become a new form. We're going to see a new form of government, a new way of doing business, the new change of the church. I think it was a prophecy released in 2015 or 14 about 2020 would be the year that the face of the church changed. This is it. So I think there's great things that is going to happen. But at the same time, there's going to be a whole lot of cleanup, because we have some sick people in our community because of the culture that we are here in America. You know, you guys, how we are. And there's some people going to go absolutely berserk, being locked up in their house. And versus y'all preachers been up there fussing about the government and you not being a citizen, get up on that live and minister and help some of this crazy man and nigger bit that's going to pop off in these neighborhoods. And folk breaking up in folk houses. Folk committing suicide. There's some psychological things that are going to be happening over the next few weeks and months. The only way to stop the spread of this thing and these repercussions I'm talking about is that you guys take your tail to your house and sit down. Find you something else to do. Go to the house, get your biblications, and pray. Watch your little TV. Play with yourself a little. I don't know, but whatever it takes for you to stay in the house, eat you something. Have I got it out? I think I might get it out.
Sure. You talk a little more.
And I'm just thinking about this too here. These folk are not going to obey. They already ain't obeying. So the police is going to have to be replaced by the military. It's going to have to be. I think it's out my spirit now. What is it?
Jordan Carlton works alongside with the government. He was asking.
I can't hear you.
Jordan Carlton, who's in the comments, works alongside with the government in VA, Virginia, I believe. He was wanting to know if he could call in and talk about it. But I told him that I wasn't sure we were opening the lines.
Okay, you can open the line for him to talk. Well, he works up there?
If I read his comment right, I believe that's what it said. He said he had some information.
Okay. All right. I want to hear it.
All right.
I want to hear it. Somebody said, Larry's so dramatic, but I like it. Well, it's just me. This is me every single day. This ain't no front. This ain't no platoon. This how I go right here. I know I'm a little extra. But I don't think you'll watch if I won't. It'd probably be boring like them other vloggers that y'all don't watch. Somebody said a hard head make a soft rear end. Somebody said I can't stay in the house. I gotta be out 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Okay, go out, walk. Find somewhere, walk around somewhere. What you doing on that page? Walk around somewhere and just somebody said Kendall talk slow. I like that. Slow and country. I'm country, but he really country.
Don't hate.
Anybody hating on you? Yeah, I'm telling the truth. I know I'm telling the truth. This thing in my spirit is worming. Oh, my God. My God. Out there on the beach. Talking about we not gonna let nothing mess up our spring break. This is our spring break. Talking about we get it. See, that's and y'all same nasty, no good. Y'all be out there having sex without condoms. It's on. Y'all be the same people out there having sex without the condom.
Start your show now. Press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Your show is scheduled to start in 33 seconds.
It ain't gonna work. Okay, just tell them to call. Tell them to call. Instead of doing all that, tell them to call the 188. Call what is it? 844?
844 Dr. Reid.
844 Dr. Reid 2. Call that number if that guy was gonna call in. 844. It'll come to this other phone. 844 Dr. Reid 2. And this was happening at one of Georgia beaches, Nancy.
Is it?
This is a Georgia beach.
Savannah?
No. Where they said off there. It could have been there.
Toby
They
Island?
didn't say it.
Tappy?
Well, maybe this is what they said. It was off the coast.
Wow.
844 Dr. Reid 2. That guy said that he worked for the what's the name? I don't know how much weight on.
Carlton.
I don't know how much weight on me I got because it's already out my spiritualizations now. I'm through talking. I honestly, are y'all taking this seriously or not? Let me see the answer. Let me take a poll. Are you taking this seriously or not? Let me see. I want to see your response. Y'all up mighty late too. How many is y'all up here? There's 760 of you over here on Facebook, and how many over? I think I won't gonna talk to nobody. And over almost 1,100 of you over here on YouTube. I would just run off at the mouth. Whoever see it, we're gonna see it. Okay, y'all said I'm saying a lot of absolutely yes, I am. Well, y'all need to tell the other folk that's not taking it seriously, and they contributing to the destruction of our future. Now, I know, of course, those of us, that are living according to the principles that are in the Word of God and that Jesus put. I'm not talking about because they're doing that, they're screwing that up. So please understand what I'm saying. I know the promises that comes with following the principles. But everybody's not following the principles. So some of them are just going to be under whatever happens here in our government. And that's a concern. Yeah, it's on it. I can see when somebody called the 844 Dr. Reid 2. It's really 844-377-3432. So if you call that right quick, I listen to what you're saying, especially you working in that world. Okay, 5-4. I ain't got much, Nancy. It's out of me now. I feel all right. All right, so I'm going to let y'all go. But before y'all go, I want you this song to be down in your spirit. We sang it on last night. Wash your hands, y'all. Help me, Nancy. Wash your hands. We ain't got no time for nobody die. Wash your hands, y'all. Wash your hands. Oh, we ain't got no time for nobody die. Hallelujah. All right. I'm going to let y'all go. Make sure you like and share. Thank you so much. I see some of y'all doing super chats, Cash App, and Venmo. Thank you so much because I'm going to stay right here. And patrons, I pray that you stay right where you are. I continue to do what I do. Bye.